Yo, what's up? Matt here, kicking off some new content, which I'm hoping to start doing more often. I thought I'd start with this Dean that my buddy Steve was nice enough to entrust with me. It is a Dean Firecrackle. I looked up about this guitar. From what I could find, I think it's in late 80s, early 90s. There was a couple of them on Reverb. There was one this color, there was one in a red, which is pretty cool. He had gotten this guitar from someone who had left it sit in a tool shed outside for numerous years. So when he brought it to me, everything was rusted. The original pickups were all rusted. The frets obviously were rusted. And all the electronics were basically toast. So I went ahead, I stripped the whole thing out for him. Direction-wise, he wanted to go all the way. He really liked the guitar, he liked the finish. So we basically gutted it, and I hate to say start from scratch, but kind of. First thing I did for him, I picked him up one of my favorite pickups, the Dimarzio deactivator for the bridge. Nice, hot. He plays metal, I play metal, so deactivator for the bridge. I went with a Steve Vai Dark Matter for the middle position, and then just the standard, what is it, the S...
A few moments later.
Just a standard SDS-1 single coil for the middle. I also went ahead and replaced the pots, Seymour Duncan 500K pots, a brand new Fender toggle switch, new capacitor, orange cap. The only electronics that I kept, because it was kind of difficult to replace, was the input jack. I was able to clean it. I put on a new wire. It works great. Hardware wise, I mean, obviously I replaced all the screws that I could with stainless steel screws. I got him new knobs. These cool kind of black speed knobs. He wanted locking tuners, so I went with Schaller black locking tuners. Great, I love them. Been using them for years. Tuner wise, I picked up a set of these Grover mini locking tuners. These things are awesome. I never mess with them much. I always use Schallers, but these are really cool. You just pull the string in, start tuning, they lock immediately. Love those things. What else? We got the new bridge. It's kind of just a basic eBay bridge, but it did have the stainless steel hardware, graphite saddles, and it did come with a brass block in the back as well, which is really cool. I also went ahead and copper shielded all the cavities, inside out, back of all the plates. They're all copper shielded now. And the one thing I noticed about the guitar was it was missing. It was supposed to have string tree on it. Now the original ones looked metal, kind of like a round cylinder. I couldn't really find anything, so I ended up just fabricating this one myself. Cost me about $1 and maybe half an hour, so works great. Setup wise, I did the best I could. This wasn't a super high-end guitar, so action is where it's at. I'm gonna play it and see if I can mess around and dial it in a little better. But it sounds great. You can really hear that brass block sing on those nice chords. Sounds great. Sounds nice and full. Intonating this guitar was so easy. I barely had to do anything. The bridge was almost set up. Aside from the saddle height adjustments. Took care of that. And like I said, it's playing great. I can't wait to get it back to him and see what he thinks of it. I think he's going to be really happy. And I think that's about it on this guitar. Like I said, it was a cool little project. Took me a while, but unfortunately was very busy. Now I have a lot of time. Which is the last thing I'll say, is I apologize for my janky setup. Here in the future, I'm hoping to upgrade my cameras, clean my studio up a little bit. It's a mess. I have a few projects coming down the line, a few bands that I'm working on, a few covers, a few things. I'd like to start doing more content, reviews, things like that. I'm not sure what to do, so I'm just going to start doing it. If you guys have any suggestions, you want to see anything, you want me to talk about any of my guitars that you might see in the videos I make, I'm more than happy to do that. So just let me know. Comment, message me. It's all good. I have all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That's the ones I use the most. I have some other ones I don't really use them that much. So if you want to find me, check out them. Check out Dimensional Collapse. Check out Lil Omen. And that's about it. All right, stay metal. Catch you next time.